Right now, we honor the 78th anniversary of the dropping of atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki during World War II. Plus, we say goodbye to the CrossFit Games as they finish out their final day in Madison for the last time. That's all coming up right now at 10. Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Jalen Banks. On this day, 78 years ago, an atomic bomb named Little Boy was dropped on the city of Hiroshima. 3 days after the Hiroshima attack was carried out, the United States dropped another atomic bomb on Nagasaki on August 9th, 1945, instantly killing more than 75,000. Japan surrendered 6 days later on August 15th, ending the military aggression that brought it into World War II. John Hall is an associate professor of U.S. military history at UW-Madison and told us about the repercussions of dropping the atomic bomb this morning.
With time, we have had the opportunity to reflect on this and can recognize that this also ushered in a terrible new era of warfare in which two bombs, very immature technology at the time, two bombs by themselves could incinerate 200,000 people.
Hiroshima held its 78th Peace Memorial ceremony today to mark the day the bomb was dropped. And officials criticized the growing support of nuclear weapons as deterrence due to the fear of another attack amid Russia's war in Ukraine. Hiroshima's mayor Kazumi Matsui said that leaders around the world need to face up to the fact that the theory of nuclear deterrence has failed. In this week's For the Record, Naomi Cole sat down with Madison Mayor Satya Rhodes-Conway on her very ambitious goal of 0 traffic deaths or serious injuries by 2035. The goal was set in 2020, and the mayor acknowledges that the progress in data has been impacted by the pandemic. Fatalities are up from what they were pre-pandemic, and what the mayor says that is the reason as to why the goal to 0 is so important by 2035.
I have lost family members to traffic crashes, and I don't want any family to go through what my family went through. It's why that we are taking Vision Zero so seriously. And, you know, we look to other cities for inspiration, and there are cities that have effectively used the Vision Zero approach to completely eliminate traffic fatalities. For the full For the Record interview with Mayor Rhodes-Conway, you can find it on our website at channel3000.com. And let's get a look at your first warn forecast with Jacob Montesano.
Hey, Jalen, it is very nice outside right now. I do have to say it's actually a bit chilly, but personally I like temperatures like this a lot more than 80s or 90s. Now, looking at the current radar, we are seeing some very light showers across our area. Could even see a few sprinkles here in Madison, but we're really not expected to see a ton of rainfall tonight. The heaviest rain has stayed to the south of our area. In fact, really all the severe weather has too. And there is a tornado watch still in effect right now for southern Indiana and small portions of Kentucky. Now, if we look at future track throughout the night, we may continue to see some of these light pop-up showers, but once again, we're not expected to see a whole lot tonight. And we'll actually see sunshine fairly early in the day tomorrow. Look at the temperatures for tomorrow. Currently, we're seeing current temperatures in the 60s with some areas still hanging on to the lower 70s. Again, a bit chilly right now, but overall still pretty comfortable. High temperatures today were once again very nice. Upper 70s, lower 80s, beautiful Sunday weather. And for the most part, temperatures are going to be very similar to this for much of this week. But we do have a few chances of rainfall on top of that. I'll have the details coming up a bit later in the show.
Jacob, thank you. After a week full of competitions, the 2023 Noble CrossFit Games wrapped up today. The Alliant Energy Center was packed full of fans chanting and clapping for their favorite athletes. More than 500 athletes from around the world put their minds and bodies to the test, taking break a leg to the literal extreme. The competitors are strong, and the community is no different. Noah Olson tells us how the CrossFit community and other athletes have changed his life forever.
Those guys motivated me and inspired me to train hard enough to someday be able to compete at this level, and I'm hopeful that there's somebody out there watching me saying the same thing.
This was Noah's 10th and final year competing in the CrossFit Games as a soloist. He says he'll be starting a new chapter in the team division moving forward. And as athletes like Noah wrap up this year's games, they're saying goodbye to Madison and waiting to see where the games will be held next year. Our Braden Ross talked to some of the CrossFit community about their fondest memories from the last 6 years in Wisconsin's capital city. Take a look.
For the last 6 years, the Noble CrossFit Games have called Madison home. But now they're flying the nest, going somewhere else next year, but not without some fond memories.
Madison blew everybody away.
2017, one of the biggest events in fitness, makes the 2,000-mile journey from the shores of the Pacific Ocean to the shores of Lake Monona.
Could not have been a better decision, and the last 6 years of events here have been incredible.
Over the years, the Games have become a Madison summer staple.
Last year's Capitol event, oh my gosh, what an amazing turnout from the community, those iconic images.
The last 5 games have brought in more than $72 million to the Dane County economy.
That kind of collaboration and support from the city, unmatched. You walk into a restaurant, there's a specific menu for CrossFit fans.
CrossFitters Pudge Villers and Carl Lustrup have come from Chicago for the last 2 games.
It's so close, it's been awesome. And Madison's a beautiful city.
Last year was my first year here, and it was a lot to take in.
They're sad to hear the games are leaving.
If it wasn't in Madison, we wouldn't have started to come to it, and now we want to keep going.
But excited to see the growing CrossFit community reach even more people.
I've heard so many people, so many different languages or so many different cultures here. It's awesome. I would love to go somewhere else and be a part of that in their city.
Yeah, it would be kind of exciting.
CrossFit hasn't announced yet where they're headed next. Right now, they're just focused on making the last Madison moments count.
Today being our final day in Madison, we're cherishing every moment today.
Reporting in Madison, Braden Ross, News 3 Now.
CrossFit said earlier this week they plan to announce their next city sometime after the end of this year's games. The 65th annual Tallman Arts Festival continues today, featuring all kinds of art. More than 2,000 annually join in on the art, ranging from photography, jewelry making, all the way to ceramics. The fest includes your usuals: food trucks, live music, a beer tent, and other exhibitors.
It's very important to me to keep improving, so every year we try to make it a little bit better, both for the artists that come out, as well as all of the people from the community.
Proceeds from the fest supports educational programs at the Rock County Historical Society campus. And coming up next at 10, new information. AHS came out about the effects of the Canadian wildfire smoke on our health. We'll share with what we know. Plus, the summer heat has people drinking water to keep themselves safe and healthy. But how much water do you really need? We answered that next at 10.
When our clean, shiny truck pulls up in front of your house, yes! Everyone starts clapping because everyone is happy. And that's why they all start dancing. Woo!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
When an appliance you rely on goes kaput, you can count on family-owned Brothers Maine, Southern Wisconsin's local appliance authority since 1938. With thousands of in-stock options, we have the brands you want at the lowest prices guaranteed. Even big box can't beat our prices. Our experienced team of appliance experts will help you make the right selection, and we deliver it fast and free to your home. What you need when you need it. Shop appliances you can bring home today at our Madison and Janesville showrooms. Feel like family. Brothers Maine.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, and I'm here to tell you about my brand new product, My Slippers. What makes My Slippers different from those other slippers is my exclusive 4-layer design. I wanted My Slippers to have everything you'd ever want in a pair of slippers.
When I first put my slippers on, I was like, wow, they feel great, and most importantly, they have the support that I need in a pair of slippers.
I'm interrupting this commercial to let you know we're having the biggest My Slipper closeout sale ever. Get our all-season My Slippers and sandals at clearance prices. They're made with our patented impact gel that absorbs and releases pressure so you can comfortably wear them all day long. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to get our all-season My Slippers, originally on sale for $59.98, now only $25, or our sandals for just $19.50. Quantities are extremely limited, so please order now.
America, it's time to gear up and get out there in a new Ford vehicle. And it all starts at your local Ford dealer during the Discover Summer Sales Event. Choose from a great selection of trucks and SUVs equipped with the tech and comfort you need to discover your best summer ever. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover summer with Ford. Choose FlexBuy on a 2023 Ford Escape or Edge and get 2.9% APR financing for 66 months plus $1,000 FlexBuy cash. Only at your local Ford dealer.
When our clean, shiny truck pulls up in front of your house, yes! everyone starts clapping because everyone is happy. And that's why they all start dancing. Woo!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Monday, we're kicking off our back-to-school supply drive.
Josh and I will be live at Metcalf's behind the Westtown Mall. Stop by with a donation to help us stuff the bus.
And after the rain, we are expecting cooler weather for the upcoming week. Join us Monday between 4:30 and 7.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
There are new discoveries about the impact of Canadian wildfire smoke that's polluting our skies and threatening our health. Reporter Jonah Kaplan traveled to Canada for a closer look at the North American crisis.
This is the 49th parallel, the border between the United States and Canada. It's an arbitrary line. We're about 400 miles from Minneapolis, and all those numbers, they mean nothing. Not to the smoke, which knows no borders and billows over, polluting our air and making for a historic, if not uncomfortable, summer. They don't start as massive infernos. WCCO cameras on the front lines with conservation officers right after they got word of this fresh hotspot in the Little Saskatchewan region of Manitoba. This fire contained to the reeds, and there aren't any visible flames. But look at all that smoke. Now multiply that by more than 5,000 wildfires tearing through Canadian forests, some of which are larger than some U.S. states. That's why we're hurting from this summer of smoke.
And just the impact it does have on our kids. Like, I even noticed they're coughing more at night, or our windows can't be open.
Minnesotans can easily identify with families like the Allens in Winnipeg, valuing their limited summer days outside. Days like this make for some difficult decisions.
You now wake up every morning and check the air quality.
Yeah, and that also depends on what we do for the day, and it's a really big change in dynamics of, just being a stay-at-home mom with 2 kids. It's like you never thought, it's like sunscreen, mosquitoes, and now it's like, okay, well, we don't even have to think about those things because we can't even go outside because we can't breathe. It goes beyond just a little bit of, you smell smoke in the air and it's a little bit hazy. It's like, no, it affects our everyday lives.
New data and research from Canadian health officials confirm the wildfire smoke is more than just annoying, it's alarming. Jeff Amy is an air quality specialist at Canada's Ministry of Health.
We know it's dangerous. We are starting to draw all kinds of health associations between fine particulate matter and health outcomes such as, the ones you would think about, cardiovascular issues. Right. But there's an association that we're seeing with diabetes. There's an association that we're seeing with low birth weight. There are some mental health associations that epidemiologists are starting to make correlations with the presence of wildfire smoke.
This is what you're studying right now?
It's what scientists are studying right now, yes.
In the U.S., air quality is measured by what's called the AQI, the Air Quality Index. It's a number between 0 and 500. The higher the number, the more smoke particles or other pollutants like ozone in the air. AQI is broken into 6 categories, reflecting the different levels of health concerns. When AQI exceeds 100, the air pollution is considered unhealthy for sensitive groups. If the AQI reaches 200, the air pollution threatens everyone. In 2022, the Minnesota Pollution Control Agency, or MPCA, counted 259 days in green. That's nearly 9 months of the year, and just one day, the AQI exceeded 100. This summer, in just 6 months, we've already recorded 30 days in orange and 10 days in red. On June 14th, the AQI in Minneapolis peaked at a record high of 243. That's the worst ever recorded by the MPCA since it started tracking the daily AQI in 1980. According to the EPA, the City of Lakes that day had the worst air pollution across the entire United States. We just spent 3 years wearing masks because of COVID and a pandemic. Are we going to have to start wearing masks because of
smoke from wildfires?
I personally don't think so. It is one of the protective measures that is at a person's disposal. I think the best thing to do is be aware of the air itself. I'm going to choose right now to get outside and go for my run. I'm going to play a round of golf in the evening rather than the afternoon because the smoke and the heat are probably going to be better in the evening. You always want to have your kids play outside. It's just a matter of saying when. And for a lot of it, especially as we move forward, it's going to be monitoring how much of a risk air quality is, knowing that it may not be perfect and still saying it's worth having the kids go outside and play.
Parents having to plan ahead, not a new idea, but certainly one with added urgency for moms like Alexandra Allen.
It's just one more thing we have to worry about that affect our kids for long term. It's not just, oh, this summer or this day or this week we have some smoke. It's could be forever. So, yeah, sucks.
And let's get a look at your first warn forecast with meteorologist Jacob Montesano.
Thanks, Jalen. Here are the 3 things you need to know for the upcoming work week. For the most part, it is going to be very comfortable, and it's also going to be dry to start the week. We could see a few showers tonight and early tomorrow morning, but Monday afternoon through early Wednesday, we're going to be mostly dry. And then we do have a chance of rain on Wednesday, along with Friday with some slight chances early on Thursday. Now, right now, if we look at the current radar, the heaviest rain is to the south of our area and also to the west of our area. It's kind of just hugging southern Wisconsin, but not really entering it. Now, there are a few showers, but nothing is very heavy. Looking at future track, during the overnight hours, the heaviest will remain to the south of our area. Places near the Illinois border, such as Janesville and Monroe, could see some heavier rain, but we're not expected to see a whole lot. Once again, Monday afternoon, Tuesday, and early on Wednesday, we are going to be dry, but then we do have another system moving into our area from the southwest for Wednesday. Now, it is possible that this system, too, could stay to the south of southern Wisconsin, but it's still a bit unclear as it is still several days out. And then we could see some of those showers continue into Thursday morning, but Thursday afternoon looks to be dry before another round of rain will move into our area Friday. And this one looks more consistent between the models, so more likely to see the rainfall for Friday compared to Wednesday, but still several days out. We will update everyone as we get closer with new information. Now, by the time we get to Friday afternoon and this upcoming Saturday, it does look like it will be dry for those 2 days. Now, looking at the precipitation forecast, again, a lot of this is still subject to change. It could all depend on if we see some scattered storms where the storms fire up. You know, I would say don't read too into the rainfall totals, but definitely up to an inch is possible, but it's starting to look less likely. My guess is we'll probably stay a little bit dry this week rather than wet. Now, looking at the temperature forecast for tonight, we'll see lows dropping into the lower 60s. Some areas may drop into the upper 50s. Could get pretty chilly tonight. A lot of the cloud cover will help keep the temperatures a bit warm. And then tomorrow we will start out cloudy, but some sunshine is expected for the later afternoon and very comfortable temperatures. Highs will be in the upper 70s, lower 80s, and that's going to continue for much of the week. Now, for the middle of the week, we could creep towards the middle 80s, but still going to be in the lower to mid 80s range. It's not going to be too warm. It is going to be sunny on Tuesday, so that may make it feel a bit warmer, and the winds aren't going to be all that breezy, so we could feel a bit warm on Tuesday, but still very comfortable nonetheless. These are also the absolute highest temperatures we're expected to see each day. So remember, morning and especially evening, it is going to be a lot more comfortable, a lot cooler with temperatures around the 70 to 75 degree range during the morning and evening hours. Like I mentioned, we do have a chance of rain for Wednesday and Friday. And then for next week, we do have some more chances of rainfall, possibly every day, but still almost over a week out. Hard to say for sure, but for the temperatures, they're looking great. Oh, yeah, and it looks like they're going to stay great, which is very good news.
And not to put a damper on things, but I know that we certainly could use the rain. Not that we would want the rain, because those temps are going to be lovely. We're going to want to be outside. But for our farmers and everybody else, just a tad bit of rain.
Yeah, even though we've gotten a lot of rain the last month or so, still under a pretty bad drought. And today's kind of dud with the rainfall forecast doesn't help. So.
All right. Well, thank you, Jacob. Summer's blistering heat can be hard to beat, but drinking plenty of water is a must, and to prevent dehydration and other problems. But how much water do you really need to drink? Is drinking literally 8 glasses full of water a day the answer? As David Fazekas reveals, it may be less than you think.
Summer heat can feel relentless. It can quickly take its toll on our bodies. Keeping properly hydrated is critically important.
Dehydration can increase your risk of dangerous heat stroke, and chronic dehydration can accelerate the aging process.
So, is following the old age tenet of drinking 8 glasses of water a day the way to go?
Keeping properly hydrated doesn't mean measuring and downing water all day long. Everybody is different, and everybody has different fluid needs.
So what's the best way to stay hydrated? The good news is it doesn't have to be all water all the time. Seltzer, milk, fruit juice, even coffee and tea are great ways of getting fluids into your body. But stay away from sugary drinks like soda. They're full of empty calories. What about drinks and powders that claim to be ultra hydrating?
They often contain electrolytes, so they may be beneficial for athletes who sweat a lot. But they often also have sugar and artificial flavors. So for average exercisers, water is plenty.
Another great source of fluids that might surprise you. Foods. Yes, nearly everything we eat has some water in it. Look for fruits and vegetables as they are the go-to source as the best water replacers. Some good options are watermelon, where one small wedge contains 7 ounces of water. Eat a large peach and get about 5 ounces. A cup of cucumber? That's 4 ounces. In the end, though, it's really important you pay attention to your body. Look out for symptoms of fatigue, wooziness, headaches, and cramps. And if you or someone else is suffering from heat stroke, call 911 immediately. Get into an air-conditioned room and do not drink anything. This is David Fazekas.
And for those of you at home that do exercise, it might be a good idea to weigh yourself before and after your workout and to drink 16 to 24 ounces of fluid for every pound you've lost after your exercise. And still to come, the Badgers were back in action at fall camp today. See how Luke Fickell is creating competition next in Sports with Andrew.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Intuitive sit to start in the all-electric ID4. It's the little things. It's a VW. Visit your Volkswagen dealer today and get a $7,500 lease bonus on a new 2023 all-electric ID4.
Wherever you go, wherever you stay, all you need is one key. Earn and use rewards across Expedia, Hotels.com, and Vrbo.
Looks like you've been sleeping well.
Megan, he's back. The MyPillow guy.
And you're looking good.
Still feeling good.
Well, just when you thought it couldn't get any better, we've got the best pillow ever, MyPillow 2.0. I'm interrupting this commercial to let you all know that you have made MyPillow 2.0 a huge success. And because of your amazing support, we've expanded MyPillow's USA manufacturing and jobs. To make room for this, we're clearing out our Percale bed sheets. And to thank you, I'm giving them to you at closeout prices. King size, only $39 a set. Queens, $35 a set. Full size, $29, and twin size, just $25. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to take advantage of this once-in-a-lifetime offer. Get these MyPillow bed sheets now. Once they're gone for good.
Bob's Summer of Savings makes buying new furniture a win-win. That means you don't have to choose between buying that relaxing new bedroom over the beach vacation or this highly rated dining set over hosting a block party barbecue. You could still get the on-trend living room and afford tickets to the game with financing options to fit your budget and endless savings on the highly rated furniture, mattresses, and more. You can have your cake and eat it too. And by cake, we mean furniture. Please don't eat the furniture. Have a win-win summer at Bob's Discount Furniture, in-store or online today.
Get 11% off your outdoor project at Menards. UltraDeck low-maintenance composite decking is built to last. Spend less time maintaining and more time with family and friends with UltraDeck. UltraDeck rustic composite decking is only $195 per lineal foot in 8, 12, and 16-foot lengths after rebate. Keep cool this summer with Pelonis air conditioners. Pelonis has the perfect air conditioner for you, no matter what size the room. This 10,000 BTU portable air conditioner is now $275.89 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Why
are there 2 extra seats? I know, Uncle Dane and his giant beard.
The Volkswagen Atlas with best-in-class third-row legroom. Visit your local dealer today to learn more about our carefree coverage suite, standard on all 2023 Volkswagen models.
Creating competition while keeping your emotions in check. That's a theme that Luke Fickell is already instilling into his new look Badgers. For instance, at today's practice, the Badgers went one-on-one with their teammates with the whole team watching. After beating him once already, receiver Skylar Bell wanted a rematch with Jason Matree. Watch as Coach Fickell dismisses Bell's matchup and brings back Matree to create that competition. Here's Bell running the route, makes a move, and makes the catch. Nice one at that. He speaks his mind, but doesn't lose his cool. That's just one example of how Wisconsin is preparing for battle.
If you've been here, you haven't seen us lose our emotions. That's what one of my challenges is. Can we push ourselves, compete like we do, but not lose our emotions and allow us to play with emotion, but not lose the emotions. So all in all, I think it's really good. Now, this is just a start, and we know we got a long way to go, and it's about preparing ourselves mentally in a lot of the things that we do, and that's what this is.
The U.S. women's national team was back on the pitch in a do-or-die match this morning against Sweden. This one was scoreless throughout, forcing penalty kicks. After missing their last PK, it was Sweden's turn. With a chance for the win, Lena Hurtig, Sweden's 14th player to attempt the shot. Wait, did that go in? Let's take another look. Clearly, the keeper gets a hand on it, but it crossed the line. So we use our software to get as zoomed in as we possibly can. And they say a millimeter or so off the line is all it took. That's the difference that Sweden had to knock out the U.S., the back-to-back reigning champs out of the World Cup. Staying on the pitch where the Flock are hot, forward Madison was on the road playing Lexington last night in what they call the Henny Derby, and the Mingos, they were sipping. 74th minute, Jaden Onen finds the twine, and the Mingos prove anything is possible, taking the trophy back to Madtown with the 2-1 win. The Packers have been practicing for a few weeks already, but the season unofficially kicked off for fans yesterday. The Pack held their 22nd annual family night. In front of a sold-out crowd, fans did their own preseason warm-ups. They did some tailgating and watched the Packers practice. Some brought their newborns to family night, while others just soaked up Lambeau's magic.
Yeah, it's amazing because, I mean, I know right now she don't really understand it, but, you know, that's why we always have stories, so it'll be a great feeling.
I ain't never did nothing like that in my life, so I was just, you know, so overwhelmed, so I was just let it soak in, you know, just kept, staying focused, trying to stay focused because there was so many folks in there, you know.
Brew Crew trying to take the series against the Pirates. Pittsburgh leads by 2 in the 8th. And they double that in one swing of the bat. Brian Reynolds makes it 4-zip. The Crew made it interesting in the 9th inning, but could not seal the deal. The Bucks win at 4-1. The Brewers will host the Rockies tomorrow night. And we finished with the first-place Mallards tied at 4 apiece in the 8th inning. Not for long. Canyon Brown sends a 3-run bomb to left field. The Mallards would add 2 more duck dingers in the 8th inning and pull away for the win. They'd sweep Jalen's favorite team, the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders, and continuing on a crash course for the playoffs.
Yeah, I tried to stay away from wearing the Spider colors today, but it is what it is.
You got to do what you got to do.
All right, well, thank you, Andrew. We'll be right back with a final check of your forecast after this.
This week's Hy-Vee hot deals are fresh ground beef, $2.77 for a 1-pound roll. Green seedless grapes, $1.48 a pound. And Frito-Lay party-sized snacks, only $3.49 each when you buy 3. All week long at Hy-Vee.
We're back with Better Halves. Jane is looking for a better health plan. Jane?
I need someone who'll make time for me. So, how would you two get to know me?
You want time? I'll keep you on hold all night long.
He sounds gross.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I won't treat you like a number. I've got award-winning service and coverage made just for you.
Now that's better. Next up, Networks.
Denver Mattress has always believed in investing right here with American-made mattresses built with unrivaled quality and sold at factory direct prices. Because improving your sleep life should always be easy and affordable. And during the anniversary 4-day super sale, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out the Summit Queen, now only $299.99, plus 6 years no interest and free shipping. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, and I'm here to tell you about my brand new product, My Slippers. What makes My Slippers different from those other slippers is my exclusive 4-layer design. I wanted My Slippers to have everything you'd ever want in a pair of slippers.
When I first put my slippers on, I was like, wow, they feel great, and most importantly, they have the support that I need in a pair of slippers.
I'm interrupting this commercial to let you know we're having the biggest My Slipper closeout sale ever. Get our all-season My Slippers and sandals at clearance prices. They're made with our patented impact gel that absorbs and releases pressure so you can comfortably wear them all day long. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to get our all-season My Slippers, originally on sale for $59.98, now only $25, or our sandals for just $19.50. Quantities are extremely limited, so please order now.
Which hotel? Somebody say which hotel? I'm great at this. Dance your faves in the spa-like bathroom. Or enjoy local craft beers with breathtaking views at the Cambria. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
Miss the news and need to know what's going on where you live?
News 3 Now is always on. Download the Channel 3000 app and get video on demand whenever and wherever you need it.
The Channel 3000 app. Get it now.
Powered by News 3 Now.
This week's Hy-Vee hot deals are 6-pack 7-Up products, just $2.48 each when you buy 4. Hy-Vee shredded cheese, 3 for just $5. And Driscoll's blueberries, only $1.99 a pint. All week long at Hy-Vee.
Join me in the 608 weekdays on News 3 Now this morning.
So Malik Heath, the one that talked about having that Lambeau Leap experience, I looked up his stats during the break. He almost had 1,000 yards last year in the SEC, so he may be a sleeper to make the final roster.
He's a guy to watch for. It was really exciting, and you love that story with him kind of feeling that Lambeau love.
Absolutely. All right, Jacob, what do we have in weather?
Yeah, taking a look at the 10-day forecast, temperatures are going to be very nice for the foreseeable future. We also have a few chances of rainfall. First, beginning Wednesday evening into Thursday morning, and then we have another chance of rain late Thursday night into Friday morning. We also have some chances of rain to begin next week. But even during those days where we have the chance of rain, we'll likely see some dry points. Overall, my guess is we're not going to see a ton of rainfall. It doesn't look like we are going to be in an active pattern, but those temperatures are going to be very nice, so definitely enjoy them.
All right, well, sounds good, and thank you all for joining us tonight. Thank you for making it a great evening.